Do you know what I like to do? When I get back home from hanging out with my father, I like to look at some baseball cards. Just spent the last couple of days hanging out with my dad. He is turning 82 this coming week, and so we celebrated it this weekend. And my father, he's the reason that I became a sports fanatic. He's been my inspiration. He's been my teacher. He'd teach me about all the old players, and I can just listen to him for hours on end. We always watched the Steeler game together every Sunday growing up, never missed it. Watched the baseball games. My grandmother watched every baseball game. When we were together with the family, the whole family would watch games, Christmas Eve or whenever. I remember way back in the day, my dad watched every Larry Bird college game, and I would sit there and watch it with him. And he introduced me to so many players and tell me stories of the old-time guys, and just taught me everything about sports. And I would sit there while he would watch sports, and I would sort my cards. I would read baseball card publications. And a wonderful time. I'm so lucky to have my father around, and we still talk sports every single time I'm with him. We get together, we have a ritual where we watch the NFL draft every year, and he makes his homemade Italian beef. And we sit out on his porch, and we watch the draft and speculate on, if the Steelers picked a good players or not, and just talk sports all the time. And it's wonderful. And so that's where I got my love for sports. My mom bought me my first cards when I was a little kid. She just bought them for me. She said I was fascinated with them and would look at them for hours. And so she kept buying them for me. And that's where I get my love of sports, and my love of history, and my love of cards. And there are some things in life that money can't buy you. And that's one of them. I wanted to share with you some 1914 blankets. Now, these are called blankets because mothers used to sew them and make blankets out of them. They used to sew them together, and they would make blankets and they would make pillows. And so they became known as blankets. They came folded up with these cigarettes. You will often find them still with faint fold marks. Now, over time, stored flat, many of them, the folds fell out, but they were folded up and put in this box. And this is what they are. This is Walter Johnson. That's what they look like on the back. Now, these come in different color variations sometimes. They're really cool items, very historical. And I did find proof that these were indeed sewn together, if there was any doubt. I have this old cabinet photo of a little girl. And if you look behind her, right behind her head, she has a pillow made out of these blankets. Here is the shoeless Joe Jackson. Here's a Chick Gandil. Actually have another Chick Gandil, a little different variation with the green bases. Little different color inside there. Here's a Ty Cobb. Now there's no Honus Wagner in this set because it was a cigarette issue. I'm going to show you something that does have Honus Wagner in a second though. Here is Babe Adams. These are great old baseball items and way cheaper than their cards. Here's Chief Myers. I just picked this up at the National, shown it not that long ago. Here's Nap Rucker. You can still find these in really nice condition. Sometimes you'll find them frayed and so forth. Now, a lot of number collectors, won't collect these because they only grade them authentic. They don't assign a number to them, nor probably should they. Now, 2 years later, in 1916, Ferguson Bakery gave away pennants. And these things are a little similar, but they're even better because they have images on them. And so here is a Buck Weaver Ferguson pennant from 1916. These are just fabulous. And here's a Big Ed Walsh, last 40-game winner. And lowest ERA in history, right? Lifetime. Honus Wagner. Just love this thing. Here's a Wally Pitt. We have little pieces of history here that I'm holding in my hand, and I just love these things. They're fun to collect. So that's what I have for you. Happy birthday, Dad. Thanks for hanging out with me. I got to go.